no, Mother, I'm sorry.
You weren't here.
I am here now.
Yeah, well, I was on time. 10:30,
I just
you
popped
said.
out.
We'll have a nice cup of tea, you said.
Coffee's on.
Oh, isn't it time you tidied this place? You need a bulldozer soon.
Yeah, well, I will eventually.
Eventually. Everything you do is eventually. If ever you become pregnant, you won't have the baby in 9 months. You'll have it eventually. How's Danny?
It's funny how after talking about having eventual babies, you mentioned Danny.
Well, it's wishful thinking. I have this recurring dream. The organ's playing, the church bells are ringing, you and Danny are standing there. The vicar has just got to the bit about, if any man knows why, you know, these two should not be joined together, let him speak now, forever hold his peace. Danny suddenly disappears down a great hole. Well, I keep trying to draw your attention to it, but you are already hurtling towards the church door on your bike.
Sounds like my weekend.
Your weekend? How?
Well, I got locked out of the flat on Saturday, and I got Danny to come round with the key.
Fool, he should have said he'd lost it.
No, he did better than that. He came round, lured me to his car, and before I knew where I was halfway to the cottage.
Nice boy.
I was in my dressing gown.
Clever, too.
Oh, Mother! Why aren't you like other mothers? Why didn't you throw up your hands and say, oh, my poor daughter?
Well, I've been doing that ever since you left him.
Well, it was quite romantic, I suppose. Soft lights, log fires burning, something awful on toast. And then he went for a shower.
And?
And then I took all his clothes and drove home.
Oh, my God. It's that hole in the church again.
And
Look,
now...
I don't want to hear any more.
And now he's back.
He's back?
Well, by that I mean he's sort of almost back. He's moving in for a few days till we get used to the idea again.
Oh, she's normal. My daughter's normal.
So you're pleased?
Pleased? You... Oh, I've been so worried about you, Gemma. All this solo business, all those weekends spent with an assortment of thwarted females. Oh, my God, I thought she's turning butch.
Well, it's all been so strange. I mean, when I found out about Danny and Gloria, I just couldn't reason. I mean, how could he love me and go to bed with somebody else? I mean, I still haven't worked it out. I suppose, really, in the end, what I was doing was punishing myself.
Well, I told you, didn't I? A woman's not complete without a man, I said.
I mean, maybe everyone's right. Maybe it is too late. I am 30.
You don't look 30. You look like a young girl.
Oh, Mother! There's something very strange going on my face. It's sort of shifting position.
It's registering experiences, that's all. Character, it's called.
Yes, you know when you're a kid and you draw a sun, a little circle with lines coming out of it? Well, somebody's done that to my eyes. And my face, my skin's getting sort of loose, as if my face is wearing a sweater that's too big for it. Whereas Danny, he just looks exactly the same.
Yes, well, men's faces seem to outwit time, but their stomachs make up for it.
No, it'd be quite nice sharing things with somebody again.
Oh, now, Gemma, do remember, don't be impetuous. Let the man unpack before you start crucifying him. You know, when you cry, be ladylike. When you shout, shout gently. And never do either unless you're looking your best. He must never know for sure that you care. Be aloof, be enigmatic, and no matter how close the encounter with him, he must always emerge in a state of intense confusion, and never let him see you in your tights.
You practice all these things with Howard?
Well, I practiced them all with your father. That's how I know they work.
Do you know, Mother, there is something that slightly worries me. Danny is very physically energetic. You know what I mean?
Nice boy.
Yes, well, I'm very pleased about that, but it's just that, well, I don't want to be the kind of woman that gets headaches. And on the other hand, I don't want to pretend. But I don't know whether I can actually cope with it all the time.
But no, it's not difficult. You know, when you can't cope, just procrastinate at bedtime. I mean, no matter how amorous a man is, as long as you see that he's in bed a few minutes before you, well, he'll be unconscious before you get there.
Funny, isn't it? Men and women are part of the same jigsaw. The pieces never seem to quite fit.
No, it is strange how we don't seem to synchronize. We're rather like clocks, gaining and losing time, but never quite chiming at the same moment. But when we do, well, that's what life's really all about.
have some of the bed, please?
I'm on the edge.
Yes, I know you're on the edge, but it's my edge.
Sorry.
Danny. Do you mind if I shut the window?
What?
The window, can I have it shut, please?
It's no good. I can't sleep. Somebody closed the window.
Just see if I could close it.
What did I say?
You said,
Well, that means no.
Danny, you're lying on my nightie.
What?
Could I lie down, please?
Gemma, could I get some sleep, please? I'm an 8-hour guy, you know that.
Yes, I know. And you like the window open.
And what is wrong with wanting the window open?
Nothing. Except I like it shut. And we can't have both. And it's my window.
Oh, I see. We're getting the territorial bit now. In my window, my bed, my flat. I do have a flat of my own, you know.
Well, why don't you go then? It's only 10:30. I love your bag.
Hello. There's a good film on tonight.
Bernadette, sit down. My nerves are going.
What's the matter with you? You're still on top of the pops.
Yeah, well, my back's aching, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, you're back. Oh, look at him. Isn't he properly fantastic?
Right, yeah.
Ooh, the way he arranges his face when he sings. It's all sexy and agonised.
Jeffrey looks like that when he's listening to Elgar.
Oh, he really feels that song. He really feels it. Elgar? That's not music. That's something you bury people to. Oh, Josie, don't you wish you were free? Look at him. The world's full of them.
I don't want anyone but Jeffrey.
Oh, you're really gone, aren't you? Is it nice being in love?
Don't you know?
No, not really. I know what it's like to fancy someone. You get that lovely, warm semolina feeling in your stomach.
Semolina?
It's a pudding my mum used to make. And you get funny little shooting pains every time you think about going to bed with him. But it doesn't last. In fact, you've only got to see him plodding to the bathroom in his socks and you hope, oh God, that he'll forget to come back.
Well, love is more reliable than that. Even his socks turn you on. Do you know, I keep having this fantasy. I'm in the house, it's all painted white. The washing's on the line, the pram's on the lawn. And any minute now, Jeffrey's going to come rushing up the path with a bunch of freesias.
Is that it? Is that your fantasy?
Yeah, why?
Well, isn't he gonna come bursting through the door and make love to you on the carpet?
It's lunchtime.
It's a fantasy! fantasy. It can be any time you like.
Besides, we can't afford a carpet.
Oh, I keep telling you, it's not real. You can have any single thing you want in a fantasy. If you want Jeffrey to make love to you on the carpet, he'll do it.
No, I like it the way it is. I just want him to come up the path carrying a bunch of freesias.
Or a rose. He could burst through the door, make love to you, then give you a rose.
I don't want him to burst through the door. I don't even want him to come through the door. I just want him to come up the path and it to end there. Sort of fade out like a play does on the telly.
Perhaps he could give you the rose first, then make love, and you could clutch it in your hand.
He has brought freesias.
You could have music playing.
I don't want music.
It was just an idea.
Always trying to ruin my fantasies, you are.
I was just trying to help you get the best out of your subconscious, that's all. I mean, reality's so rotten.
My subconscious is simple, like me. If it wasn't simple, I wouldn't have got myself pregnant, would I?
Nobody's subconscious is simple. Our brains are stacked in our heads like fruit stalls. All the rubbish is at the front and all the good stuff is at the back. So the next time...
Oh, there won't be a next time. I don't want the bloody fantasy now. You can have it.
Danny, come on, it's late.
Shall I pour you a cup of coffee?
Yes, please.
Oh, God, it's 8:20. You look wonderful. Have I forgotten anything?
Danny, I do have a job too, you know. I have my own problems.
Ah, yes, I was going to talk to you about that tonight. We'll go to bed early.
We've been here for a week. We've gone to bed early every
I
night.
know, hasn't it been spectacular? Oh, that's good. You look wonderful. I came back to tell you that I think you're fairly nice.
I quite like you too.
It's been great, hasn't it, you and me?
Yes, it has.
A whole week of hitting the sky, folks. Marry me.
Ask me when we've had a year of hitting the sky.
A whole year? Okay, listen, I've been thinking.
Oh, Danny, it always worries me when you've been thinking.
No, there's no need for you to go out to work anymore. I earn enough.
Danny, I like my work.
Besides, I mean, it's too much. You've got me now. Relax, okay? Mwah.
Hello. I'm from the social services.
Oh, come in, love.
I'm a bit late. It's been a crowded day.
Cup of tea?
Thank you. It's a long way up, isn't it?
Yeah. Even the pigeons don't make it this far.
You have a problem, I believe.
It's me mother.
Apparently she's living on your balcony.
She was, yeah.
You've consulted the doctor, the police, and the priest, but they didn't seem to manage to persuade her to come inside.
No. It's Brian, you see, my fella. She doesn't like him. So when he moved in...
She moved out.
Yeah.
Is she in a good state of health, your mother?
She's weatherproof.
I see. All right. Well, I'll talk to her.
Oh, she's not on the balcony now. She's moved. She's in the lift.
She's living in the lift. Is it a working lift?
Yeah, the tenants use it all the time.
Do you mean she's going up and down? And down and up? All day?
And night. Saturday's the busiest. She only comes out when she has to, you know. I fill her flask every night and I take her food 3 times a day, but it's getting me down.
Yes, I mean, I can see that. Whose name is the flat in?
My husband's.
O'Brien.
No, it's my fella.
Oh, you're divorced?
No.
Oh, well, forgive me, but if I'm going to help you, I'm going to have to...
No, you carry on, that's all right.
Where is your husband?
Well, he moved out on account of my mother.
Oh, and she's moved out on account of...
Brian, yeah.
So the flat doesn't actually belong to you, your mother, or your fella?
No.
Has your husband said he's willing to let you have the flat?
No. I mean, he's just moved in with his mother to give me time to get rid of my mother. I mean, she's flesh and blood, isn't she?
Yes, so, in order to get your mother to move back in, we're going to have to persuade your Brian to leave. And then when we've persuaded your Brian to leave, we're then going to have to persuade your mother to leave in order for your husband to come back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Then when you've done all that, I'll leave and go and live with Brian.
Oh, it's nice to see you settled. Reminds me of your father and I. When we were young, we used to spend nice, quiet evenings at home together.
Do you spend quiet evenings at home with Howard?
Oh, well, it's all different. I'm older now. He spends quiet evenings. I spend frantic moments in the bathroom, warding off the ravages of time.
You're very attractive, Mother, and you know it.
I feel rather like a poppy. One gust of wind and everything will blow away.
It's funny, isn't it, the things we worry about. Am I attractive? Will I ever be lonely? Will somebody ever love me? Will I need glasses? Will Danny ever wake up? Mother, why do men have to sleep all the time?
Oh, it's their nature. They think logically. You see, it wears them out.
It all begins to happen when he's having his dinner. His eyes glaze over, the last spoonful of trifle misses his mouth completely, and off he goes to the sofa like a guided missile.
Statistics say that men die sooner than women. Perhaps they're practicing.
He'll wake up in a minute and say, let's go to bed. Trees don't have sex. They just stand there by themselves, quietly making little trees.
Yes. I'd rather have our way. Must be rather drafty being pollinated by the March winds.
Do you know, Mother, it's strange. I still don't know whether to trust him.
Good.
Why good?
That'll lend him an air of mystery.
But it stops me from giving everything, from being myself.
Well, even better. That'll make you seem mysterious, too. I mean, what keeps men interested, you see, is not what we really are. It's the show we put on.
Door.
If that is Howard for me, I'm not here.
But you're... what? Helen? Oh, Howard? No, I haven't seen her. Oh, well, I'm sure she'll be back soon. No, I won't. Right. See you. Bye. Why?
Oh, does them good. Small dose of doubt.
If you see her, don't tell her I called, he said.
Yes? Oh, well, now, he's trying to be mysterious, too. All part of the show. Giving each other something to worry about.
Danny? Danny! Mother, would you mind coming for a walk with me? A long walk, so that when he wakes up, he'll have something to worry about.
What were you before?
35.
What about your waist?
25. And 35.
Well, I now declare you pear-shaped.
God, what will I be like when I'm 9 months?
I'll have to have you fitted with stabilisers.
Oh, very hilarious. Be my friend.
I don't know what's the matter with my chest. I can never find it.
I think I'll have a white wedding, though, whether or not.
I mean, it's not as if I haven't got any. I do take a 32.
I can always hold me posy in front.
And my waist keeps having a personality change. Today it thinks it's me hips.
Bernadette, will I look silly in white?
What?
Should I wear white at my wedding?
Oh, God. Of course you should wear white if you want to wear white. You wear it.
I'm not exactly entitled, am I?
Well, neither are most of the others. The only difference between you and them is that you got results.
I wonder if Geoffrey and me'll make it.
No, people don't these days.
Why do people have to get married? I mean, all the way up the aisle there's flashing warning lights, but up we go.
Because it's a very tense thing being single. I mean, look at me now. Deep velvet cleansing cream. It's a full-time job trying to stop your face from crumbling, and it's all in aid of attracting a fella. Then there's all that measuring we did before. We as women know that our chests are the first thing that a man is going to notice.
Geoffrey prefers legs.
Legs then. It's all part of the body. We've become obsessed with our bodies. We've become jeopardised. We've got to keep it thin, keep it firm, keep it beautiful. So, it's easier to get married and let it all flop about.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, what we go through for men? If only they knew.
Yeah. We're like magicians. We go up on stage, all dressed up, performing magical tricks, and we don't tell them how it's done.
And when we get bored, we
Make them disappear.
Gemma?
You turn round, you'll see a thing in a chair. It's me.
Oh, God, I was tired. What time is it?
It's 1 in the morning.
Oh, why didn't you wake me?
I wasn't here.
Where were you?
Out.
Out?
It's something you do when you're not in.
Where'd you go?
Someone broke in. Bound, gagged, and raped me, then they dumped me in Shepherd's Bush.
Oh, good. Well, you haven't had a boring evening, then. Come on, that's no answer.
Does it matter where I've been?
I don't know, does it?
You didn't even notice I'd gone!
Well, how could I notice you'd gone? I was asleep, wasn't I? Come on, let's go to bed.
We were not go to bed! Everyone else would say, have a cup of tea. But you have to go to bed.
Well, we can talk about it there.
We will not talk about it there, Danny. That is where you're going in order to avoid talking about it.
Hey, don't we climb that mountain?
Is that all you think about? Climbing the mountain, hitting the sky? Are we going in for the Olympics or something?
Isn't that what women want, to be wanted? I mean, that's how it comes over.
Well, yes, but one wants other things, too.
Oh, you mean love? Well, I've asked you to marry me. Money, I've asked you to stop working. Loyalty, there is no one else, so what the hell more?
Well, a woman needs magic.
So get me a hat and a rabbit. I thought we'd made it.
It's not working out, Danny.
We had a fantastic week. Didn't we have a fantastic week?
Yes, but when we were separated, I loved you in an exciting way. It was unpredictable. Now we just plod about the flat, caring for each other in a sort of average sort of a way.
Oh, Jesus, now I'm completely lost.
It all depends on the show you put on, you see. But when you're living together, you can see behind the scenes and the show stops. You sleep and I sew buttons on.
Look, can we cut all this profound crap? I mean, can't we just be ordinary human beings sharing a flat together, eating, sleeping, being kids together?
I want you to go, Danny.
Again? You're becoming hard and selfish, you know that? You're not able to share anymore. Let's go to bed.
Poor Danny. You do everything right. It all turns out wrong. If only the world hadn't changed and shown me things I didn't really want to see.
Okay, so we're on the move again. Listen to me. Will you listen to me? You're crazy, did you know that? The rest of the world makes do with what comes along, but you want the impossible. You have to have happiness.
I've got what I want, Danny.
Well, you call this magic? Being alone? You've got flat feet. Did you know that?
Hey, Bernadette.
What?
That was Geoffrey on the phone. He's found us a bedsit.
Oh, great. All you need now is the freezers.